With gratitude, I welcome you all to a Hilly's Talk Show. Vivid View.
Say and do it!
If you are going to panic, at least panic intelligently. Say something, somebody.
My name is Grace. If you're going to panic, at least panic intelligently. To my best knowledge, it simply means if you're facing any overwhelming situation, try to be calm and focus to do the right thing. Thank you.
My name is Judith. If you're going to panic, at least panic intelligently. So basically, panic comes out of fear. Panic comes due to the fear and challenges we face in life. So if you're going to panic, you need to panic intelligently, which means you have to be intelligent enough to come out of your fear, come out of your challenges, and be yourself, not to mess yourself up. Thank you.
My name is Odedin Ogbenro. If you are going to panic, at least panic intelligently. To my own knowledge, do not allow your current situation take all over your life, because you can overcome it if you don't give up, because your victory is on the way.
Thank you so much for those brilliant answer given to that teaser. If you are going to panic, at least panic intelligently. That means someone can panic foolishly. We cannot run away from panic because we are humans. I want to say that even panic is the senior brother of worry. But if you must worry, if you must panic for whatever situation, don't panic foolishly. How do you panic foolishly? I say, oh my God, I'm finished. Oh no. Hey, that is how you panic. But what you're expected to do is to sit back and think, where is the way out of this problem? What is the cause of this? I need to provide a solution to it. That is how you panic intelligently. Because it must surely come. We are humans. We're not run away from fear at some point in time in our life. We're not run away completely from fear. But don't give it to it as somebody say, be bold. You have to face it. Because we're humans. It must come. It must come. So panic intelligently and not foolishly. Apparently, threats to Nigeria's sovereignty and diplomatic strategies is the topic for today's discussion. It is time for a break, and when we come back, the guests will be introduced. Please don't go away. Vivid View.
Say and do it!
Welcome back. In case you're just joining us, the topic again is threats of Nigerian sovereignty and diplomatic strategies. And with me in the studio is an international relations PhD holder. Let's make welcome Bamidele Olajide.
Vivid View.
Say and do it!
Please follow us on our social media handles are displayed on the screen. Bamidele, you're welcome again.
Thank you very much.
Right, so please, let's go quickly to this discussion for today. Your introduction, definition, and perspective on the subject matter.
Yeah, thank you very much. You will recall that some days ago, the American president listed Nigeria as a country of particular concern. And what does that mean? It's on the basis of the ethno crisis, and security issues that are happening around the country, mostly in the north, affecting Christians and to some extent too Muslims. But, the way it's been shaped, the narrative has been shaped, is that it is a targeted attack on Christians in that side of the country. And for that event to have taken an international dimension, it means there is laxity or, on the part of our leaders. Because I'm sure if they had addressed these issues headlong, it wouldn't have gotten to a point where the American president, Donald Trump, had to, categorize the country into that, as a country of particular concern. And also issuing a threat of, coming into the country to effect, some necessary uh, actions against the terrorists, bandits, and so on. So it's a dire situation for the country.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
You have made a salient point that if our leaders, not even from this present one, or even our former leaders, we are taking this happening in our country, these unnecessary killings, maiming, trying to grab land in the name of religion or whatever, we're taking it seriously. I don't think actually that Trump will come to step in. Yes. That is the truth. Okay, so what are the underlying motives of U.S. threats to Nigerian sovereignty, and what are these possible threats?
Yes, when we say underlining motives, it's difficult to measure for now because Trump, as a leader of the United States, uh, to the best of my knowledge, has little or no regard for Africa. You remember he once referred to African countries as shithole countries. So he has no regard, and his policies for Africa is not even clear. So to the extent that he could, categorize Nigeria as a country of particular concern, one continues to wonder, what does he mean? What does he want? You understand? But because he's an eccentric leader, you can't also wish away his position on this issue. So for me, I think there have been many conjectures as to what is driving Trump's position. Some people, some groups have said that it's because Dangote established a refinery, so it's for strategic reasons, because economic reasons. Some people have also said that maybe Trump just wants to ensure that America has a footing militarily in Nigeria. And you recall that during the late Yaradua administration, America attempted, that's the Obama administration, they attempted to establish a military command in the Gulf of Guinea, which Nigeria resisted vehemently. So, another group have said that that is exactly what America is coming to do. So, for now, I want to be sure it's still in the early days. Maybe, in the process of time, it's going to be clearer.
I think one thing you mentioned in genocide, and I also want to be aware that some time ago, Nigeria also has a document they signed with US, even when he was not even the president, that they can intervene when there's problem to country, not only Nigeria, that America has right to intervene in some countries where there are problems. And this is now coming to a time of, and also that he has intervened. Even this war with Ukraine and Russia, he has been intervening. The one with Gaza and Israel, he has also been intervening. Yes. And so that's one of the purpose. And for the fact that they are specifically called, it's a Nigerian that called him to say, look, we're dying in the north. This is genocide. This is issue of Muslim killing Christians in the name of banditry, in the name of Boko Haram. And that's so you want to come. And our people, like you said earlier, they died on it. They didn't want to come out of it because they are also aware. I have not really seen this issue where any of the emirs really speak out to say, why are these people being killed? Because they are Muslims. And I know we have been cohabiting. I don't know what's happening now. Over the years after the war, we have been cohabiting. Living Muslims like the Christians are there, we'll be living together. Yeah. And so I think this is the reason why he actually wants to come. But anybody have opinions, they will have very few opinions
yes.
No. But these are the reason, one of the things I believe that he wants to, based on that document that was signed some years.
Well, you are not really wrong. You are not really wrong. When we talk about the complicity of the leadership, I mean, the silence speaks so loud.
Exactly.
You understand? So, and about the treaty or the agreement that you mentioned, well, when a country signs or a country goes into a treaty, it must in international law there's something we call pacta sunt servanda. That is, all agreements that you enter into, you must
follow.
You must fulfill it. So to that extent, yes, you might be correct, but for Trump, it is difficult to preempt his mind.
Yes,
You understand?
read his mind.
So he's so erratic.
Whether this is the real reason he's coming in, or he has ulterior motives.
And I think that is the reason why you can see that Nigeria is panic-stricken, the leadership. So you could see, because they know that America has a president who can say something now and back it up, you know, with action almost immediately.
Because he has what it takes to back it up.
You understand? So
yes.
All
right, we'll take a break now. Vivid View.
Say and do it.
Welcome back. We are still discussing threats of Nigerian sovereignty and diplomatic strategies. Are there possible indications and implications of the U.S. threats to our sovereignty?
Definitely, definitely.
And we just have some of them.
You should understand that Nigeria has been a champion for, you know, the sovereignty of African nations.
That's true.
Since 1960. As a matter of fact, Nigeria was just 7 days old when it went on its first, peacekeeping mission in the Congo. You understand? And Nigeria has been there all the years, you know, OAU, African Union, ECOWAS,
Even Liberia,
you know, the liberation of South Africa, you know, apartheid, you know, South Africa, Angola, you know, went into Liberia, went into Sierra Leone through ECOMOG, and so on. Now, you know, if the champion is now being threatened, then you know that it's a serious matter. So Nigeria guards its sovereignty very jealously, and to that extent, you know, a country that prides itself as, you know, the giant of Africa. You know, even some people, you know, argue that is a giant with a, you know, with a clean leg. You know,
we are still giant of Africa, no matter how, no matter.
So, Nigeria doesn't want America apparently to come. You know, what first is that
can they solve the problem? That is the issue. For us, you have an issue.
Yes.
There's nobody that will say does not know that things are happening in Nigeria. That people
happening.
Are being murdered anyhow.
Things are happening.
And nobody has ever. We have not seen anybody that have been, you know, held responsible.
Boko Haram is a terrorist organization. So declared. Bandits are also terrorists.
Yeah, well, they are working together.
But, you know, the issue is that what effectively, you know, as the Nigerian state done to ensure that, you know, we stem this killing.
Like I said earlier, it's because we delay in doing it. Because
have we done anything strategic to stem it? You know, we are talking of two-pronged approach here. Yes, Nigeria has done, you know, committed a lot of resources militarily, but the other drivers, you know, the political aspect of it, you mentioned the idea of leadership. You know, the emirs coming out, you know, to decry it and not
to say this thing is wrong.
If you don't want something, you must have zero tolerance for it.
Exactly.
Have they displayed, you know, zero tolerance for these issues? And the answer
is no.
Is no. So Nigeria, what it then means for Nigeria is that with Trump, you know, issuing that threat, making that categorization, it threatens
Nigeria to sit up. That's what I feel.
It threatens the sovereignty of the country.
Of course.
And if, you know, peradventure, America decides to, you know, take action, it then means that Nigeria's sovereignty, has gone into serious recession.
Yes, that's true.
Which is what the, you know, Nigerian political elite, the Nigerian presidency, they don't want it. You know, even myself, you know, as a citizen, I don't want such. But it then means that from now on, we need to take serious action to ensure that there are results. You know, when we say that we are fighting bandits, you know, we are chasing them, we must see results. You understand? The same people that complained to the United States must also be saying that, okay, in Plateau State, in Nasarawa State, in Taraba State, in those Christian communities in Southern Kaduna, oh, now there is relative peace. Now there is, you know, our children can now go to school. Now we can now go to farm without fear, and so on and so forth. So, you know, so it's a dicey situation when we talk about the sovereignty of the nation.
I don't see what they have done now that they are now coming out to say there's peace, there this and that. I have not seen on a more serious note. So if they have actually taken steps, we should know. The social media is there to say this is what they have done.
Yes.
It's not just to come and say, hey, there's peace now, we cannot go to farm. Anything can happen. And it's so unfortunate that people don't even know, people we are even saving, they will just say, it's really unfortunate. And that is why my teacher says, panic intelligently.
Yes.
Yeah, we don't have panic, because there's already a panic in our nation with what is happening now.
Yes.
Panicking intelligently is our present leader now swing into action, really, to get these people. I read in social media where our Papa Adeboye advised our president that he should have a good discussion with President Trump,
Yes.
you know, and ask Trump to give him 100 days. And from the 100 days, let him try and see what he can do within 90 days of that 100 days. That is to say, before the 100 days expires, this is what I have done.
Yes. That's why I'm saying that there must be results.
So if he put that machinery in motion, then we'll see it. We will hear, we will see it. That's good.
Yes.
I do not also want American to invade Nigeria.
No.
Because there must be casualties. And what I'm even hearing as at yesterday, that even if Boko Haram and bandits, they are even going out tonight, kidnapping people anyhow. So that they put them in their midst, so that if American come, when he sees civilians, they will not go chase them. Instead of repenting. That is also wrong.
No, they won't. No, they can't repent.
Yeah, instead of just giving up.
They can't
so
repent.
That peace will reign. They're not inviting people, any people that warning. Please, you that go out in the night to make sure you don't go late nights anymore. Keep late nights. Come home. Oh. They even say don't travel as early as those people that want to take early morning travel. Be careful now. So that is what we're hearing. And people, where they are doing this one, you are not telling me some people are coming out and say there is peace now. Where is that when they are kidnapping more now? Do you understand my point? It is the northern people we are talking about. We south here, we're a little bit okay from this. But they are humans. They are people like us.
Yes.
They come to their land, they kill them, occupy their houses, and government push them out and go and be building tents. Say this is like displaced people. That's where it's really annoying. I put myself in the shoes of these people. I labor and build house with my family. And some people just came and occupy my house. And government, so maybe I was able to escape. They said, okay, we're going to build somewhere for it to remain there first. Remain there. It chased away the people that took my place. And let me come back to my house. That's how it's supposed to be. Then we know our government are working. Then we know our government are working. Not people, the owner person, we go and put in a camp. And the person that does not suffer remains in the house. If you listen to...
Jonathan mentioned it.
They hide themselves.
That Boko Haram is everywhere. Is even in government. When the narrative that Boko Haram is anti-education, is anti-this, anti-that, I mean, that's balderdash. The potency, the accuracy of targets, the use of arms, and weaponry, does not suggest that these people are illiterate.
Exactly.
It doesn't suggest.
Even posting their illicit on video.
They use social media. Yes. They are so dexterous on technology and so on and so forth. So it shows that it's a targeted attack against the sovereignty of the Nigerian state.
Welcome back. We are still discussing threats of Nigerian sovereignty and diplomatic strategies. What again are some diplomatic channels or measures to tackle such threats now?
Yes, I think you mentioned the advice by Baba Adeboye. That's point on.
Exactly.
Because I'm sure by now we don't even have an ambassador in the US. So I'm sure efforts are going on to ensure that there is a diplomatic representation in that place, because if we had diplomatic representation in that place, I'm sure this matter wouldn't have boiled, to this extent. Yes. You understand? And I want to be sure, advise that in the next few days, President Tinubu should be, in the Oval Office of President Trump, to discuss with him. Yes. Perhaps they don't even know what the government has been doing, because to say that the government has not been doing anything would, amount to us being,
No,
you know,
no,
you know,
it's not that they're completely quiet. No,
meaning that we are demeaning the effort so far.
It's not that they're
You understand? So
quiet.
the Nigerian state government needs to bring, you know, the United States government to to date on what they have been doing, and you know, to also use this opportunity to enlist more of more American support towards, you know, this, you know, resolving this crisis. You will recall that during the Jonathan administration, you know, Nigeria made serious effort to get Tucano and, you know, some other fighter jets, and America refused based on the, you know, the accusation of human rights abuse and so on and so forth. Though later, you know, we got that Tucano. Perhaps there are other, you know, warheads and other weapons, you know, ammunitions that we can get from, you know, from the United States to help us to prosecute these issues.
Not coming by themselves.
Not coming. Not coming.
Saying. Yes,
yes.
Our president discussed that.
Yes.
Yes, we have made tremendous effort and is failing, for example. So if you can help us so and so area, but not really bringing your troops.
Also intelligence sharing, you know, to intelligence sharing.
Because as it were, really, I must tell you, my brother, we really need help in Nigeria. We need help as it were. We do. Call a spade a spade.
Yeah,
we need help. Because our government have not done enough. Nigeria, I mean, is respected all over the world. They are very able to do what they want to. So let's call a spade. We have been cohabiting together. If you are the open door for all these Fulani to enter Nigeria, as the story is, then leave and let's live. We have vast land in Nigeria. We can give them part of it in North and let them settle there and live. Let's live, because Nigerians are receptive.
When I travel, when I travel out, I tell people, you know, that we don't know foreigners in Nigeria.
We don't know.
Yes, we don't know. And I'm a Yoruba man.
The Chinese, the American, all of them are saying here, we don't know the
I'm a Yoruba man. I know historically in Yoruba land, if you are not from the community that you live and you are well behaved, they even give you chieftaincy title.
Exactly.
You know, they even give you one of their daughters or more to marry. So it shows reception.
Exactly.
It shows reception. We must ensure that we leverage all these our positive attributes so that, you know, we can de-emphasize, you know, differences. You know, I usually make
if this rumor, my brother, that if one of the motives of this so-called bandit and Boko Haram is to make sure everybody in Nigeria is a Muslim, to Islamize Nigeria. If that is true, then they are making mistakes.
No. It won't work.
Because
it won't work.
Inhabiting.
No. It
Muslims
won't work.
do your own thing. Christians do your own.
Yeah.
The other religion do your own.
As a matter of fact,
and that makes us even one.
Yeah.
That makes us together.
You know, I tell people,
come and okay, if you kill anybody now because you want the people to make, who will now become the Muslim? If you kill everybody in the name of you want everybody to become Muslim, who will now be the Muslim when you have killed everybody?
I tell people
you need converts. So conversion is by talking, dialogue. That's why Christians go to preach. If I come to you to preach to you as a Muslim, and if you give me listening ear, if I'm able to convince you, become a Christian. If I'm able to convince you, I go. That's it.
Vice versa.